Hi everyone, it's Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 4, Some Guy Countdown. So we're going to break down a little bit of this episode tonight. Also going to talk about what the title could mean. I know in some episodes, like last week, Monsters, they actually said it twice. I got a feeling what Some Guy is going to be tonight. And see a few people jumping in here, so I want to say what's up to all of you. Thanks for spending a little bit of your Sunday night with us. This is The Walking Dead Countdown, so we do this for about 25-30 minutes just to sort of get those last-minute spoilers out there, anything that we know, sort of compare notes a little bit. We did the video earlier a couple days ago, the complete spoiler, and also one that focused in on something major is going to happen tonight. So I do have to tell you, this is going to contain some spoilers. So if you're not into spoilers, I love you guys, appreciate all of you guys being here. Word has traveled a little bit, but you can see in the title it does say confirmed spoilers, so we are going to talk a little bit. I don't think it's going to change exactly what's going to happen, and but it will change a little bit of your knowledge of it. And I do want to announce we were going back and forth on whether the reaction was going to be tonight or tomorrow. We are going to do the reaction video tonight at 11:15, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to address just a couple things. I see a few people jumping in here that I haven't seen in a little while. This is the 999 Army, so I also see some new faces as well. If you're new, we invite you to hang around. We talk Walking Dead. We do predictions during the off season. Then we get some confirmed spoilers, and then we react and we do our therapy and all of those things right after Talking Dead. So if you're new, thank you for being here. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and also we have a Facebook page called The Walking Dead 999 Army, and it's just a really, really neat group. So thank you for all of you for being here. I'll let you know a little bit about these videos. It's not just me. This is you're streaming along the side. So I will call on you and I will read some of your comments. So these videos are actually, they're made by you. So I'll get on a topic, but then I will shift topics from time to time as well. Thank you for being here. So let's move into it. And I see Rosie everyone is excited about tonight's episode. So yes, let me, we did confirm earlier that this episode is really about the kingdom. It's not just about Shiva. There's going to be a lot of carnage in this episode, you have to know. And there's not going to be a lot of different storylines, so I haven't gotten confirmation that they're really going to shift a whole lot and show Carl and show Father G and all of those. There's going to be a lot of focus on the kingdom just got mowed down. And all of those people that are out there, you know, Ezekiel kept saying, and you knew it was going to happen, right? He kept saying, we're not going to lose one of our ranks. He's going to lose everybody is going to get wiped out. So that's painful. And the therapy tonight that we'll do is really going to be about, you know, you're going to lose Daniel, you're going to lose some of the other kingdomers, but Shiva and the way Shiva's death happens, I think is going to be a little bit emotional. And let me touch on one topic because somebody brought this up, and I just have to say it because and I'm going to state the obvious here, but I want to get your feelings on this. So there were people in a couple of the videos, and they said, I don't know why people get freaked out because it's just a CGI tiger. That is really a silly thing to say because all these characters are fake anyway, and in case you don't know that. So whether it's a CGI character or whether it is a character portraying Abraham, there still is an emotional attachment to these characters. So to say it's just a CGI tiger, it's not a real character, but yes, it is a real character. It's just like when Glenn died. It's just like when Abraham died. It's just like when the governor died. Now, I didn't care too much for the governor, but just so you know. And there's a couple people. Are you guys? Can you guys throw a quick 999 in here? There's a couple people that are having some issue with sound, and I can hear myself loud and clear. So if you guys can hear me loud and clear, just a quick 999 real fast, and then I'm gonna get to a few of your comments. I just want to make sure it's one or two people that might have the mute button on. There's a ton of people here, so I'm assuming that there's some sound going through. There you go. Okay. All right, now I'm going to get like 200 999s. I should not have asked. I should have known it was one or two people. All right, good stuff. Now I can't get, now I'm not going to get to the next question because everybody's, that was real smart, Kills. All right, well, we'll stream all these 999s. Okay, we can see that we're perfectly sound. Yeah, I was looking for an ending to that. Okay, got it. All right, let's get back to some of the comments. Exactly. There's Sheila Beasley. She says, look, it may be a CGI tiger, but we love the character. That's exactly what I'm saying. So I don't know when they typed that and posted it on a video if they knew exactly, what they were saying. Now, if they made the comment like along the lines of, hey, why are you making such a big deal about it? It's just a TV show character. Okay, now that, even I won't agree with it, I can give you credit for that. But, yeah, to differentiate between the animation and the character, a little silly. Hey, what's up, Michael Moss? I haven't been here for a while. Hey, there's a shout out for you. Thanks for coming back. Why would we talk about T-Dog? Maybe 3 years ago. Not happening. We got a whole T-Dog posse up in here. It used to be, well, you know who it used to be. Used to be Morales. So Killer Master wants to know, will anyone die this episode? Yes, a lot of people are going to die this episode. And that's really what it's about. He must have just popped in. So let me get back to a little bit what we were talking about, and then I'll get to some of your comments. So there are a couple storylines in play here. And I do like the way it's set up, because apparently Carol goes beast mode, and she's just handling her business. But she runs into the last couple saviors, and they have the weapons. And Carol, I think, gets to a point where she has to make a choice between taking out the weapons or seeing Ezekiel and Jerry over here really pinned down. So Carol makes the choice to sort of go back over and help them out, and then the guys kind of get away, at least for a little bit, and then Rick and Daryl are going to swoop in. They're going to save the day. So we get that epic chase scene we've been waiting on for a long time. And I don't know if I got a feeling Daryl is going to go execution mode again. So I know the guys get ran off the road and they get executed, and I don't have the confirmed spoiler on that, but I'm going to go ahead and give you what I think is an educated spoiler or a prediction. I think the guys are taking off with the weapons, and they run them off the road, and I think Rick is probably going to spare them, and I think Daryl goes up and bam, bam, and executes them again. I think this is going to be a trend that's going to start happening, is that you guys probably saw the video I did about a week ago where there is this, I don't know if it's a rift, but there is definitely a difference in philosophy brewing between Rick and Daryl. And you can also see it. This is going to be an underlying theme. It's not just Rick and Daryl. It's also with Jesus and with Morgan, with Jesus and with Tara, and in Maggie's input. So I think what we're starting to see is the group really had a plan to go in, and now some of the people are thinking life after war. Maybe they're thinking about it too early, but that could be the weak point. So Lynn says Daryl's wigging out a little bit, but there's a lot of people so far that are still justifying what Daryl's doing. And I'm not ready to hate Daryl just yet. I think what Daryl's doing is fine up to this point, but it is getting a little bit reckless. Well, Julie says, she says, I got to say I'm shocked Rick is letting saviors live. It really started in episode number 1 when he had the conversation with Father G and said only one person has to die. So he was already thinking, I think, about a contingency plan. But who knows at this point, where everybody stands with the life and death thing. There are some, I guess, some good saviors out there. I hate to say it like that, but I mean, there's, when this thing is over, there's going to be some people that are on their side. What's up, Jenna? Hi to you too. Sporty Athletics says Shiva dies. Yes, thank you. We've covered that. Rial says, if they lose this war, Daryl knows he's dead. Take them out. That's a good point. Because, Negan, he says, I want me my Daryl back. I just did the point at the eyes and point at you thing when I said that. All right, we're going to go around the table here and just get a few of the comments. Yeah, Sheila, I don't think it's about hating Daryl. I wouldn't hate Daryl either. I mean, but he is definitely getting a little bit of a dark streak, more so than others. I guess from a morality standpoint, if Negan can beat somebody down with a bat, and there's a worker, and the worker didn't participate in killing anyone, he's basically just a prisoner of Negan, and Daryl executes him, well, I can't be down with that. I mean, if you think about it from that standpoint, that is a little bit outside the scope. But I can't. I can't hate Daryl. Number one, I can't badmouth Daryl on the stream because half my subscribers would unsubscribe. So yeah, I learned the hard way. I'm staying away from that. I'll play it neutral. I'll do it like that. I'll say it from a morality standpoint. I say, you know, Daryl probably should do it this way, but he's still a good guy. That'll be the way I kind of build it up without hating all the Daryl fans. Sinister says Daryl's just going buck wild on some mofos. That's an eloquent way to put it. Howl, a whole lot of Kingdom people. So, all right, let me ask this because you know I'm not afraid to do it. We'll get back to some spoilers. One, if Tommy and my moderators, if you guys could do me a favor, if we can get this group, just we got a couple hundred people in here. If you guys could all slap the like button, just show a little love to the 999 Posse and also the 999 Army. I'd like to get this over 100 likes as quick as possible. Just want to throw that out there, and then I'll make a couple announcements in a minute. And then once we get this thing liked up, I got a question for everybody here because I like to put you guys in these hypothetical situations. That's what's so fun about these streams. So once we're hitting that, I'll get to a hypothetical in a second. Let me make a couple announcements real quick because I got you guys in the middle of the video. So tonight at 11:15, we will be doing the Walking Dead reaction video. So once Talking Dead is over, tune back in here, and we're going to talk about the Shiva death, and we're going to talk about Ezekiel broken down. We're going to talk about some guy, a couple other things. Also, on Monday nights, usually we do a recap. We also have some hidden clue videos that are posted on the 999 channel. Tuesdays is just our day to hang out. We do the Walking Dead topics and random things. We talk about music. We talk about whatever. Just we hang out. Wednesday nights, Wednesday night spoilers. And also, if you guys are new, we've got 999 Gaming. We've got 999 Plays, which does different video games. We got 999 Comics, 999 Sports. And also, if you leave comments on this video and other videos once it goes live, we will take your comments and put them on our 999 spoiler video and let people react to your comments. So that's kind of what's going on. All right. So I'm going to get back to a couple topics. Here is the hypothetical, and because I kind of alluded to it a minute ago, and I just want to see your opinion of it. So if, let's say, a person is captured, right? Like, maybe not Morales, but you're with a group, and the saviors come up and say, we're taking you prisoner, or we're killing your family. But you don't have to stay at the sanctuary. We're going to put you over here at this outpost, and you're going to be making stocks for our rifles, and that's your job. So you work for the saviors. You don't get involved in their killing. You don't do anything else that they do, but you're forced to work for them. Then Daryl comes in, and you're a savior? Yeah, I have no choice. And bam. If you think that's wrong, then type a 999 in chat. If you think that's justified, type a 111. So let's kind of see where people stand on it. So keep in mind, I gave you some specifics. And I'm not talking about the people that were standing there, you know, condoning it and cheering while Negan was beating down Abraham. I'm talking about there are a lot of saviors out there, and some of them have no choice but to be saviors. They don't know about Rick's group. They don't know about the kingdom. They don't know that they have other options. And that's where it gets a little bit dicey, right? So look, these are, I mean, you can see right there, there's a lot of people, if you take Daryl out of the equation, then it's easy to see that it's wrong. And then you're going to see some of the people that are going to chime in on the other side and say, you know what? It's whatever. Daryl's going to go around and kill. He has to do it because this is what war. And it really goes to your fundamental thoughts of war. And if I would have did that as a further hypothetical and not even mentioned Daryl's name, okay, fair enough, fair enough. So you can see how the crowd is kind of split. So let me ask you this question. If you are Simon and you go around and kill a few people, is it okay for Simon to do the same thing? Let me get some. If you think it's wrong for Simon to do the exact same scenario I just gave you, type a 999. If you think it's okay for Simon to do it, type a 111. And then I'll read some of your individual comments. Like, the dude last week, I didn't think Daryl had to kill him. That guy was such a bad shot. Did you see how far he missed Rick by? So, we'll get to that, and then I want to ask the group another question. So there you go. I mean, so when you look at it from the other perspective, now you're starting to get more people that are saying it's okay that Simon does it. I guess it's kind of tit for tat, right? Daryl does it, Simon does it. Fair enough. All right. These debates always turn into Daryl discussions. Why? Why do you guys all lean me toward Daryl? The poor cat's going to die tonight. And then we're talking about Daryl Dixon. Okay. Maybe Morales needed to die. But all right, so this is what I'm going to ask you. And we'll get two more numbers, and then we'll get back to where you guys aren't typing numbers. See, it's easy to play along. I'm going to ask you to type different numbers. The last guy that Daryl executed, the one that dropped his weapon and was like, can I go? Can I go now? Like that. If he needed to die, real quick, give me an 888. If he should have been spared, give me a 333. So if you would have executed him, type of 888. If you would have spared him, give me a 333. Now I will tell you, keep in mind, Rick did say, I give him my word. What's a man got if he doesn't have his word? And then Rick also walked away and did a double take with Daryl. So Rick wasn't down for it. So here's my question. If Rick didn't agree with it, why do all of you agree with it? Rick did not even support it. Rick gave his word he would not kill him, and Daryl didn't care about Rick's word. That's what bothered me a little bit. Okay. So, all right, I'm fine. We're still split the crowd. You guys are a tough crowd because everybody's 50-50 on this. You're just not letting go of the Daryl thing. One more scenario we'll add to it. You guys have to know that I'm a psychologist, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point. Okay, last hypothetical. So Julie Dispain says, Daryl didn't give his word. So Rick and Daryl are tight. So here's all I'm going to ask you one more time. If Daryl should have just looked over at Rick and said, hey, Rick, it's okay if I kill that son of a bitch. If he should have done that, type a 999. Just ask. Then there's no rift. And then Rick could say, no, don't. You know, let's look at this guy. This guy weighs 100 pounds, soaking wet. Let him walk, Daryl. He can't even shoot. He missed me by 8 feet. The guy can't hit anything. You're going to waste a bullet killing this guy. That's all I want. I just wanted Daryl to turn to the side and say, Rick, it's okay if I kill that son of a bitch. That's all. Just leave it at that. Just ask. If he does that, then I got no problem with it. But that's why I said when we started out that I think that they're pushing this story. And hold on, who just left a super chat? Billy. Billy, I can't say your last name. I'm going to try. Scott Mitchell? Billy, thank you for your super chat donation. Here's the thing, and I appreciate that. So this is what I want to say. There is a little emoji face down there. There's also a $sign. If you guys ever hit that $sign and make a donation to this channel, the rule is we want you to ask a question because there's a lot of stuff streaming. And what it does, it highlights your comment. And so if you ever do, just leave a question that you want answered, and I will stop this stream and we will direct the stream to your way. We will ask you, ask or answer. We'll ask the group to chime in on it. But thank you so much, Billy. Appreciate that contribution. And I appreciate everything that you guys do for this channel. You guys are amazing. So that's a little bit of kind of the way I want to see it play out. But if the moderators, if you guys see Billy in chat again and he does want to type a question, just let me know. If you guys can just retype it so I see it. Because there's a lot of stuff streaming. I'm trying to acknowledge as many people as I possibly can. Hilda Pineda says Daryl was traumatized after hearing Easy Street too much. I don't know if it's just Easy Street. There's a lot of stuff that Daryl was traumatized. I mean, one, Negan put the bat in Rosita's face, and he had enough. And then he jumps up, and he wants to fight. And then he got locked up, and then he got tortured. So, yes, there's a lot that went along with it. I mean, he seems still fairly under control. Morgan, not so much. I don't think Daryl's becoming the next Morgan. But Music Lover says, Daryl doesn't need to ask permission to take the trash out. Well, I'm going to disagree. Because I do think that there needs to be a strategy to what they do. And this is where the writers, in my mind, are brilliant. They're brilliant in getting us to talk about not that there's a hatred or a disagreement, but they're setting the stage for something really big between Rick and Daryl. You better believe this, because it's not coincidental that it happens. And then Rick, I mean, let's think back to it. Don't just think from Daryl's perspective, bam, bam. Think from Rick's perspective. Rick turns around and says, do you know who that was? And Daryl says, I know who it was. It don't matter, not one little bit. So the dialogue there is important. Daryl saying, I know you were talking to him. I just killed him. Doesn't make any difference. Where are the guns? Okay? That's interaction number one. And then they get swarmed. Then they have to partner up again. And they clear everything out. They go back to the fighting. Then they have a real nice dialogue between them where you can see Daryl is still 100% involved with Rick. Rick says, I'm going by myself. And he goes, I'm going to go with you, but if you're going too long, I got you covered. So they're back to partners again. And then Rick is doing this negotiating. And then once again, Daryl. So I don't know that he cares as much that Daryl's executing, but I think he cares that Daryl is losing his ability to maybe rationalize. Maybe that's a little bit of the concern. That maybe there's not a rift between the two that's going to happen, but it's setting up, if Rick does not kill Negan, then I could see a bigger disagreement between the two of them. Billy said, will Michonne die? Billy, I'm going to tackle that. That's a very painful question. Let me say, I don't have a confirmation to this point that she's going to die. But let me also say, it would not surprise me in the mid-season finale if Michonne was involved in a Lori Judith-like scene. If you're asking me my instincts at this point, I'm going to say no, she doesn't die this season. But I will also say it would be a shocking, epic death if in the mid-season finale, when Negan does storm the gates, if something happened to Carl, something happened to Michonne. In a couple of weeks, I'll know, and I'll try to avoid the topic. But for now, I'm going to say she's good for this season. But Rick's going to have a lot of explaining to do to the people in Alexandria and also to all of us if he doesn't kill Negan. There's so many things they can do with this season that is outside of what we think is going to happen. I think it's just going to be an amazingly shocking season. Tonight's not going to be shocking. This was expected. We actually predicted this. We thought it was going to happen in an extended episode, either episode 1 or 2, because when they started storming these outposts, when the grenade went off with Carol's group, that's when I actually thought the Shiva death was going to happen. I like that, Stephanie. So Steph is saying you guys should, like Shiva, you should either scratch the like button or slash the like button. Hey, I'm down for either one. All right, we've got 4 or 5 more minutes here. I'm not going to keep you guys all. Our countdowns are 30 minutes, so you still have time to go eat, go hang out with the family, get yourself ready. And once again, I'll address a couple questions here before we roll out. If you guys just have some generic questions or some questions you think you want to know, what are the predictions for the rest of the season? And nothing's off limits. I love the Michonne question. But keep in mind, it could be, even though it's a CGI tiger, it could be a little emotional. It's not just the emotion of the tiger dying. It's also the emotion to see what this is going to do to Ezekiel. And I told you guys earlier, I like to see the title and see if we can find out, where they get it. Like last week, Morales said, "You're a monster." And at the end, they also used the term monsters a couple times. So the title, Some Guy, I really think, and we'll talk about this tonight when we do the reaction video, I think this is going to be Ezekiel emotionally and verbally giving up his king title. I think that once, one of two things is going to happen. One is Ezekiel is going to be shot in the leg and he's going to be taken prisoner. So the nerdy guy that I compared to Milton earlier, the nerdy guy might just say, you're not a king, you're just some guy. Now there is some dialogue that happens between them, and he does even foreshadow that. He says, without your cat, you're nothing. So that could be where they say some guy. Or once Shiva dies tonight, maybe Ezekiel says to Carol and Jared, just leave me, I'm just some guy. Actually, let's put it up for a 999 official survey right now. We'll see who's right and who's wrong. So if you think the some guy dialogue for the title tonight will be when the nerdy guy captures Ezekiel and says, you're not a king, you're just some guy, give me a 555. If you think Ezekiel is going to use the term like, I'm no longer king, leave me here, I'm just some guy, then give me a 111. So the 5s will say the title will be announced by the nerdy guy, and the 1s will be King Ezekiel acknowledging that he is no longer a king, he's just some guy. Let's see what you guys got. It's just one of those things. I'm kind of into the title. I like to know why they name it what they name it. And I won't remember everything you type, by the way, so it'll be on the honor system tonight. We're talking about it. So Valar Zombie says it's going to be the nerdy guy. Michael E. Beach says it'll be Ezekiel. Jeff says E. Beach. Wayne. So a lot of people are saying this is Ezekiel. There's actually Walani is saying it'll be the nerdy guy. Lions Den Studio says the nerdy guy. Music Lover says Ezekiel. Most people think it's going to be Ezekiel. So even though we haven't really seen Shiva as much, we have seen Ezekiel quite a bit, and we've gotten used to his character. And, trust the king, or just all of these things to try to build that confidence. And you've seen it so much, right? And then you take his life away from him because that cat is his life. So I know last week people said, I'm going to draw a comparison to this and the Aaron and Eric death. Last week people said, I didn't really care about Eric a whole lot, but it really bothered me to see Aaron's reaction. So part of being attached to Shiva is being attached to Ezekiel. So even if you're not really attached to Shiva, I think watching it break him down is going to be tough to watch. So that is what's going on. So once again, be here tonight, 11:15, and we'll talk about it. We'll see if it was a tearjerker or whether it ends on a real positive note. I think it's going to be very somber. I think they gave us all the hype in the first couple episodes, like, yeah, Rick's team, they're kicking ass, they're good. And now I think we're going to get to that point in the season to where we're dealing with loss. Not to the extreme of Abraham and Glenn, but we're going to start feeling a little bit of that impact. Hey, thanks everybody. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thanks for doing this countdown. We do this every Sunday night. Check out some of the other stuff that we do. If you guys have not slapped the like button, hopefully we impressed and you guys will hit the like button now. One thing that we do try to do is there's a lot of people here. There's a couple hundred people here, and I'm going to miss some of you, but at the end of our live streams, I try to do as many shout outs I possibly can because I don't get to answer everybody's questions. So you're going to see how quick this screen goes up. When this video goes live in about 10 minutes, if you can get over there and leave comments on it as well, because all your comments that are streaming aren't going to show up. So leave those comments. I will take those comments and also put them on a spoiler video middle of the week on the 999 Spoiler channel. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do. If you guys want to shout out, just real quick, type a 999. This is the closing credit, so everybody's free to go and head out the door. So if you want to hang around for another minute, I'll try to shout out as many names as I can. If I don't get a chance, if I don't mention you, don't hate me. I'll get you in the next video. So here we go. Shout out time. You guys just throw a 999 up really quickly, and let's get ready for some Walking Dead tonight. Here we go. I want to say what's up to Tommy, the Enforcer Mechanics, Emmy, Desiree Bacon, Kel says smile, Steph, the Cuervo Queen, Richardson. Where is Dark Angel? I've not seen her. Tina B, thanks for being here. It's Daniel786, Frank Galletti, Zombie Gamer, Wayne Green, JB Smart. Oh boy, this is going to be tough. Sporty Athletic, Jeff Kerrigan, Kimberly Wyatt, Jack Shekla, there we go. Billy S. There you go, Billy. I'm just going to go Billy S. Julie Despain, Jim McGuire, Dr. Rye Plays, Chris Kehoe, Nerd Life, what's up, man? I see Salem Blue, Patrice. I thought it was like, it's streaming fast, guys, sorry. Patrice, Bronzon Cedric, Ebony Holmes, thanks for being here. Trevor Reeder, Alyssa Ramos, thanks for being here as well. Levi Rastetter, Ethan B, 123, Sean Holbrook in the house. What's up, Sean? And Tama Mama, Lynn the Zombie Fox Myers, Sheldon Arthur, Elite Gamer. What's going on? I gotta wait for it to slow down. Chip Smith, the Clemson fan. Hey, you guys pulled it out against Florida State yesterday. Good job, man. Jen Clark, Nisi Spina. What's up, Nisi? Ellis Price, I see you. Callista 48. Diane Estes, what's up, Diane? One Man Army. Hassan Shabazz, thanks for being here. Sean Boyer. If you guys are not a part of the 999 Army, make sure you subscribe. You'll get notifications. We'd love to have you in these videos every single week. Get your input, get your thoughts. Who else we got? Arena Hunter. And also, check out the Facebook page. Wayne Green, what's up, man? Thanks. I'm going to read that. Wayne Green says, shout out to 999, the best Walking Dead YouTuber. Well, it's because we have the best group of people. That's because you guys are the best. Also, if you guys are on Kick and you want to shoot me a message during the week, you want to talk about a spoiler, you got something that's going on, you guys can add me on Kick. It's Kilzhot. So it's spelled Kilzhot, like a Z. So, Chad Gilbert, what's up? Jenna, thanks for being here. Sheila Beasley, thank you. Sheila says, I think Negan has to die. Aja Gibson, what's up, Aja? Thanks for being here. Dimitri, nope, man. Music Lover, what's up, Music Lover? Michelle Wolf, 999 kills, you kick ass. You know what, show that. Don't block that. Did somebody delete that for real? No, you leave that up there. Kel, absolutely not. Kel, undo that. What are you doing? Somebody got trigger happy there. That was the most amazing comment I got, and she got her comment got deleted. Hey, thanks, Carmen Trance. Who else we got here? JD. What's up? JD Allowine. You know, I don't think Jerry got it. I think Jerry's good. Jerry was to the side. That was Daniel. Daniel was getting ripped. She's like dropped her phone. All right, cool. All's forgiven. What's up, E-Beach? Hey, thanks, man. Josh Ethier, what's up? Dwayne Reviews in the house. Brooke Wright. What's up, Brooke? Thanks for being here. Wow, I thought some of the people were going to bolt. We got a lot of people hanging out for the credits here. I'll do. You know what? I'll do shout-outs another 5 minutes till we get everybody. I don't care. Just as long as the people watching the playback don't get offended, because this is what we do. And the last couple minutes of this video is just going to be me saying thank you to people. Don Kuko, what's up, Don? May Nam, what's up? We do. Well,